Welcome back to the International Wealth Builders Radio Show with your host, Dr. Sharon Barnes. Today, talking with Meredith Stowers about ADUs, and we've gotten a wealth of knowledge. Hopefully, you've been able to stay with us during the entire hour. You can find us on kcaaradio.com, Roku TV, your favorite streaming platform. So you can go back and listen and take notes and tell others and get the contact information for us. So we're going to wrap up here in our final segment, but we've been talking about ADUs, and we want to just touch a little bit on what types of ADUs you can have, because in our conversation it's kind of lent towards stick bill, but the ADU laws allow for modular homes as well as manufactured homes, and there's a lot of technological innovations going with 3D printing and reusable energy, recycle products being used for housing. And so we just want to get Meredith to touch on that a little bit about where she sees us going technologically and broadening our options for creating living units here in California.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this point because it's all this massive movement toward construction has begged the question, why do we use wood, right? Why do we use concrete necessarily, or as opposed to more technologically advanced materials? This is, when you talk about HUD manufactured homes, this is not your grandfather's mobile home. And if you don't believe me, man, go see them because they are mind-blowing. A lot of this new technology, whether it's HUD manufactured homes, prefab, modular, panelized modular, is better engineered, stronger in earthquakes, fireproof. There's one product out there that's 500 degrees fireproof.
Wow.
It's amazing. Yeah, and that same product is 60% recycled. And so I'm finding, because they are so beautifully designed, they appraise the same as stick build. And it's really kind of personal choice about how you want to build and what you want it to look like. You certainly have fewer choices in terms of designs when you have a manufactured home or prefab. But so what? They're designed so beautifully that, I mean, you're not making stupid mistakes and because you think you have to have your design. To be able to take something, even some of the panelized modulars, they can build those products in 4 days on your
Wow.
site.
Yeah.
So
And the panelized, when you say panelized modular, I mean, they're actually building to the standard building codes, but bringing in walls at a time so they can be delivered like a flat pack and not need a crane to get them to the backyard and that type of thing, right?
It's amazing. They get national certifications, and then so it's just a ministerial approval from local housing permits. They physically walk entire walls onto the property.
Wow.
And then just connect them. It's amazing to watch. Sometimes they are lifted up and over, but usually just walked on. And yeah, I mean, I've seen some products that can be built in even 1 day. Some of the 3D printers say they can build in 1 day. And that, I believe, as a whole, is going to be the future of U.S. housing. I don't think we're going to see a whole lot of stick build in the future. I think a ton of product is going to be built in factories, even if it is technically stick built, and walked onto properties and put together.
Yeah, I think that I can see that as well. Some of the modulars, regarding the crane, we've seen crane incidents, and then I did have one person that actually had like almost a half an acre of land, but where they wanted to position the ADU, being on a major street and so forth, they could not get the modular on the property. And so they had to go back, to considering stick build when they were willing to go to modular. But I think that the options of the manufacturers, the flat packs, that we just don't know enough about them. Have you seen how the cities are reacting to this? I mean, it's new. We're having enough trouble with stick build and garage conversions. Now we're telling them to accept 3D printing. How are the local agencies and cities responding to that, or is it still a little bit in the future that they're not dealing with it yet?
No, they are. I think that they really like them, because it really is some beautiful design. I'm seeing it go very well, and by law, it is faster approvals on the local city side. But if you haven't, one of the great things, if you ever go down to the Valle de Guadalupe in Mexico, the wine country,
Hmm.
go to the 5-star New York Times rated Hotel Encuentro.
Hmm.
That is built with one of the killer panelized modulars. What's exciting is the houses aren't built on slab foundations. They are built against a hillside on posts that are augured into the ground, deep into the
Wow.
ground.
Wow.
So they physically go up against the landscaping. Some of them are built into the rocks
Wow.
without changing the landscaping. I mean, that's really cool.
Yeah, that sounds
So,
awesome. And is that from a lender standpoint, is that considered real estate or personal property? Is it's on these
no,
pillars?
that is
It's
real
real
estate.
estate.
That's
The
a
pillars,
foundation.
that's a permanent foundation. Okay,
Yep.
that's great to
You
know.
do not have to have cement slabs anymore. So,
Wow.
and you could use those pillars, by the way, for parking underneath.
Wow.
So there's this whole new technology movement really opens up the use of space and design, and I think it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, I've heard you mention that you said that they want to use the ADU law basic strategy to almost double our housing inventory across the country. Is that correct?
That is correct. The White House announced this spring they intend to double. Well, Sandra Thompson said she intends to double the housing stock on both coasts through ADUs. The White House made an announcement that they intend in the next 5 years to build 1.5 million units, of which 1 million of those units are ADUs.
Wow.
So they're
Yeah.
trying, and California, watch for particularly 6 new bills coming out that is really sticking it to the local permit departments. It is very exciting to see what's happening.
That is awesome, and I know we have a severe housing shortage. And as I talk to people and make presentations, I'm like saying it's almost like it's like all hands on deck. That the big boys can't build us out of this. The custom homes, like you said, you take a vacant lot trying to put a home on it, it still has that old process and impact fees and everything. And so, really, with the homeowners, this is an opportunity to get on the new wave. This is our bottled water chance. This is our this is our Amazon stock. This is to
Yep.
take advantage on what's coming. Don't wait till everybody has already got their stakes in it, and you don't get the lion's share of the benefits. So, Meredith, thank you again for joining me today. It's been an awesome privilege to talk to you. I've learned so much as usual, as all of our conversations. And so, you just tell the audience how they can contact you if they want to move forward and need your assistance in getting financed.
Absolutely. My recommendation is go to aduloans.net. All my contact information, you can book a consultation with me for free, and we'll go over your personal situation.
I appreciate that, Meredith. I am Dr. Sharon Barnes, and you can find me online on Facebook under ADU Advantage, LinkedIn, Instagram, Dr. Sharon Barnes Realestate.com. And I am here to serve you, to help you walk through the process. There's a lot of moving parts. You need a team, and we want to get you from dream to reality, not running out of funds halfway through, 80%, and to help you help the family and the community. It's all hands on deck. Do not miss this wave. Thank you. Next month, I will be back talking to one of our local contractors who built more than 20 ADUs in the Inland Empire to get his intake on how he can help us build more and how you can better plan your compound. So thank you for sticking with us. See you next month.